Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, 40-ish and $100 range. And most of these are way less than that, as you have guessed. So, the giveaway is still going on. A couple more days. I'm going to get with whoever the winner is, and we will discuss how I will get you Lattafa's Hayati, the original black. So, without further ado, what I'm doing today is I'm going to compare two fragrances that are kind of in the same ballpark, smell very similar, and tell you which one you should get if you don't have either one of them, or if you should even get the other if you have one of them. And the two fragrances I'm talking about is English Laundry's Oxford Bleu. Like this little presentation, simple, easy. I do not like the caps on these things because they have a tendency of falling apart, but aside from that, the atomizer is pretty good on these. The other one I'm talking about is Guess 1981 Los Angeles. I love this presentation. It's such a clean, classy look with the Guess logo on the top. Wooden lid. The atomizer isn't the best, but it does a good job. It does what it's supposed to. So, if you're in the fragrance community at all, then you probably have heard or know, without a shadow of a doubt, that these are both inspired by, clones of, and or very similar to Versace Eros, the original EDT. What is the difference between these two? So let's start with Oxford Bleu. This has mint up in the top. It's got some lemon and bergamot. It's got iris, there's sandalwood, there's vanilla, oak moss, vetiver, and this is kind of like a more reserved, more reeled in, smoother, softer, more wearable version of Versace Eros. And by what I mean by more wearable is Eros is kind of like a loud, pump off your skin, sweet, let everybody smell you, clubbing type of a fragrance, playful, smells great. It's a wonderful compliment type of a fragrance, so it smells great, obviously. Otherwise, so many different companies wouldn't be trying to smell similar to it. But this is just a more office-friendly version, I guess you could say, of Eros. It's got that vanilla and the mint. The mint isn't real loud, but it's in there, giving it a little touch of freshness. But it's got that vanilla is like a smooth vanilla in this. I enjoy it. And the lemon and the bergamot up top is kind of loud, but it dies off pretty quickly, and there's a little bit of fresh spiciness in this thing. This one, the difference is it has black pepper in it. A lot of the notes are very similar. They have a lot of the same notes. This one has black pepper, plum, and tobacco in it. They both have sandalwood. They both have vetiver. They both have florals. This one has iris. This one has geranium. So they're very similar in the note breakdown. This one, the mint is in the mid. This one, the mint is in the top. They got a lot of the same stuff, but the main difference between these is this one's sweetness is mainly coming from the amber, whereas this one is coming from the vanilla. This one has a significant more amount of, if I'm even wording that right, fresh spiciness. With that black pepper right up top, this thing is significantly more fresh spicy right off the bat, and it retains that through the life of it. This one has a very, goodness, I can't hold it forward. This one has a very mild touch of fresh spiciness. This one is a little bit more in your face with it. They both smell great. They both have about the same amount of performance and projection. This one might be marginally louder, but you're getting 6 to 7 hours with both of these. They're both cooler weather fall fragrances. These are awesome for a casual fall day. These are just great for that. Now, I can tell you through my experience, most people, men and women alike, both know Versace Eros. It's a common, popular fragrance. It has been since it came out. So I've gotten a bunch of people to smell these two and see which one they liked better. Which one do you think it was? Is this one. Most people said, actually, I think every one of them, and it was at least a dozen people, smelled them both and said, wow, they both smell alike and they both smell really good, but I kind of like this one a little better. And I think that has something to do with the spiciness. Some people, like, they're kind of like, mass-pleasing fragrances often have some of that fresh spiciness that just like hits that nose real nice, and like, I don't know, it just shines a little more, I guess, is what it is. So if you're looking for more compliments, you're probably gonna get it with this one. This one, I would say, might even be a little bit more polished and a little bit more better quality than this one. They're both actually pretty decent quality. They both have good quality. As far as a rating, I mean, I'll give them both even the same rating. I'll give these both a 7 out of 10 because scent profile alone is at least a 6.5, maybe a 7. They just smell so good. Even though they're inspired by another fragrance, these things smell great. Performance, slightly above average. Lets me put these in the box of 7 out of 10. A little more youthful than they are mature, but I think anybody can enjoy the way that these things smell. If I had to choose, if I had to suggest one to somebody that was looking for a fragrance, I would probably tell them this one. Just because my experience of everybody saying that they like the way that this one smells a little better, and it just does seem a little more crowd pleasing. If you had to pick one of the two, and I was just at a rack store and I told somebody, I would feel better if I just told an average Joe which one to pick if I told them to pick this one. But for us fragrance heads, frag heads, you know, this one is going to be, a lot of you guys are going to like this one better because it's a little smoother and more polished. So I've gone on a little bit longer than I usually do because I'm doing something different and comparing these two. So overall, because of the compliment factor, I would say that this one wins. I'm probably going to get some grief in the comments, but the man with the experience, or the man with the argument, is under the mercy of the man with the experience, right? So through my experience, this one's winning. But anywho, they're both awesome. I love both of these. Great alternatives to Eros. That's the difference between these two. A little fresher, spicy with the amber. A little smoother, more polished, more rounded, more creamy with the vanilla. That's what you're getting with these two. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.